We're on. So, hey, my name is Jonathan Henderson with Pressure Washing Marketing Pros, and I am very, blessed and grateful to have Brian of Pro House Washers join us today. So, Brian, tell me a little about your business.
Well, I'm based in Rochester, Minnesota. It's the home of the Mayo Clinic, and it'll be undergoing some sizable growth, my city, in the next 15 to 20 years. Been in the home service business for close to 40 years. I like to say 30, but it's actually about 38 years now, 39 years. Started out as a window washing company, and I've always done some exterior cleaning, pressure washing, but it was never a huge focus. Uh, in the last 2 years, with uh, the great explosion, I guess, of house washing, I decided to join the pack in there and started up Pro House Washers. Um, Main reason for that was I was getting so many calls from uh, homeowners who had had their houses washed, but they weren't really told that their windows would be uh, messed up in the process. The other companies weren't really offering window washing, window cleaning, even on the exteriors. So I saw a real need, got into it, and haven't looked back since. It's really taken off, especially with your help.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And so, what has been your biggest obstacle in terms of acquiring customers? I know that you've been in the home service business for 38 plus years, as you just stated. But when you've actually owned the company as well, when you've actually, had those services and you've gone full time, what has been the biggest challenge in the 38 years that you've been doing this in terms of acquiring customers for your business?
Um, well, I mean, the biggest challenge actually was probably more me getting over my my methods and
Hmm.
not embracing technology. And I'm paying a bit of a price for that in different areas.
Hmm.
Uh, Especially since we've launched the website with you. I
Hmm.
mean, the the traffic, the requests have so greatly improved, and I'm it there again on your suggestion too that I better get a CRM going, right?
Hmm.
And so my biggest problem really was embracing technology earlier. I was doing a lot of things manually, and I could do it, but it wasn't geared towards any exponential growth. And I'm definitely going through exponential growth within the last month.
And that is definitely awesome.
Real, right?
That is definitely awesome to hear. So my next question to you is, because it kind of segues into that, is how is business like now that you're working with us at Pressure Washing Marketing Pros, and not only just working with us, but just currently, because obviously you do great work, so people refer you. The longer that you stay in business, the better website presence that you have, the more people that you work with, you're going to get more referrals, right? So I know you do good work. I see your Google reviews. And so what is business like now after working with us and, April 2021 after the pandemic and everything, where you're currently standing at?
Um, as it stands right now, I don't have to put much effort into the marketing at all. I don't. Now,
Mhm.
if I'm not going to give up on some of the traditional advertising, I believe in signs, um, but I'm going to say right 80% of what I'm dealing with now is coming through the web page,
Mhm.
maybe even more. I haven't had time to track it, and I know you're really big on tracking everything, and we'll have our meetings and everything. Um, so I'm looking forward to actually understanding how um, you know,
Basically, how all of this can relate, to some form of consistency for your business, as me and you were talking about, right? To where we were talking about.
into it. I'm not putting any effort into the marketing right now
Mhm.
at all. Before I'd always have to hustle a little bit, try a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I do still do some door tagging, and I got a guy out there doing that. But I'm not putting a lot of effort into marketing anymore.
Mhm.
You don't have to.
And that's very good to hear, man. And I know if, because I know we have the website SEO presence, and it's easy to get results when you have a good foundation for a business, right? So I tell a lot of pressure washing business owners, of course, we're very good at SEO, right? And what we do when it comes to designing websites, making them conversion friendly, and driving traffic to them. But I say it makes it that much easier when we work with businesses such as yourself, to where you've had that time period to where you've been in business for a long time. You actually have a good business. So when we redesign some things, whenever we build out new websites, when we're launching this bad boy, Google already kind of saw you as an authoritative figure. You just needed somebody that knew what the hell they were doing in order to go ahead, and combine both so that you can, get that organic presence. So that's what I love. So what challenges, have you seen in the past when it comes to other digital marketing services that you have invested into that, other pressure washing businesses should also, look out for as well?
Well, I'd say the biggest club in the world's always been what's in it for me, right?
Mhm.
So I didn't feel I was the focus at all, and they were jumping around. They were doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, working with different types of businesses. I feel that yeah, there wasn't a lot of focus. The web page design was poor at best,
Mhm.
and I know nothing about it, but I even some grammatical spelling errors, and I think that I'm really picky on grammar. Um,
You corrected me a couple of times.
you know, commas mean a lot.
Mhm.
So uh, they weren't professional. I was paying, you know, I definitely wasn't paying top dollar, but I wasn't paying, some kid around the corner to do it for me either. I was paying good money, and
Mhm.
I don't feel that I had their true focus um, from start to finish. I'd have to keep kind of kicking them in the ass to try to change this, try to change that,
Mhm.
and they never owned up to their own mistakes either. And I'm not perfect, but no, it was far from perfect. I'm really satisfied with the web page now, and I see how it can grow over time too.
Yeah, it definitely can. And I look forward to seeing their growth. You know what I mean? Because there's other methods that we can also utilize when it comes to, getting more traffic, that I know me and you will talk about in the future. In terms of, I know we're just doing SEO for right now and it's working great and I'm happy it is. But I know over that time period, when you start to scale even more, you start to hire more people, we'll have other avenues and other tool belts at our disposal that we'll be able to go ahead and, utilize Google maximum, because we can still utilize Google ads, all of that, right? So that's something else in our tool belt that, ever come to that period we can. But like I said, I'm very satisfied with, the results, and I'm glad you're satisfied as well. And so, like I said, I will wrap this up because I know we're in the midst of the busy season, just like yourself, Brian, you know what I mean? Just like us. And so, it's been an honor working, with you. Do you have anything else to say, or does that kind of conclude everything?
I'll you know don't want to get into like it's a huge love fest here or anything, but
Yeah.
um, I liked the way that you would at times push back when I would start going in a different direction, and you would pull me back on the you know SEO. I could be all over the place kind of. I do have another call coming in, and I'm sure it's because of you. So let me take it, and you have a good one, okay?
You too, man.
All right.
Bye bye.
For Washers, Brian speaking.